So, should this go in the policy document? Or is this more of a procedure? Wait, are standards mandatory? Do we even need all three? Let's get rid of this confusion. Because if you are a GRC journalist and if you don't know the difference between these, you are setting your company up for a chaos. Here's a real scenario. An employee shares sensitive data through Google Drive. The CISO gets furious. The employee says, "No one actually told me I couldn't." Why? The policy said secure storage required, but there's no standard defining what secure meant, and there's no procedure actually showing them how to do it. This is the silent failure in many companies. The GRC language isn't just checkboxes, it's clarity. And today I'm giving you that clarity. I am John. This is GRC Made Simple. I help people break into cybersecurity and GRC without needing a technical degree. And today we are going to untangle one of the most confusing but critical parts of the GRC world: policies, standards, and procedure. Let's start with a simple mental model, a pyramid. Top is the policy. It has the broad, high-level direction. The middle of the pyramid is what's standard. It has specific rules or criteria. The bottom part is procedure. It has the step-by-step instructions. Think of it like this. Policy, what we believe. Standard, what must be true. Procedure, how we do it. So let's unpack this one by one. What is a policy? A policy is a formal statement of intent. It reflects your organization's principles or expectations. Let's take an example. A policy says all employees must protect sensitive data. You notice something? It didn't say how. It sets the expectations, the why and the what. Some key traits of a policy: written for everyone, aligned with business goals, approved by leadership, doesn't change often. And why it matters? Policies are what regulators and auditors look at first. They say whether your organization cares about security and risk at the top level. What is a standard? A standard defines the mandatory requirements that supports a policy. Let's take an example. If a policy says protect sensitive data, the standard must say sensitive data must be stored only on company encrypted drives using AES 256 encryption. Some traits of a standard tied to specific controls, technical or operational, may vary by team or system, more detailed than policies. So why it matters? Standards eliminate ambiguity. They answer the question, what does compliance look like? Without standards, policies becomes wishy-washy slogans. What is a procedure? A procedure is a detailed step-by-step instructions. It tells exactly how to do something. If the standard requires encrypted drives, the procedure might say log into your security portal, select device, click enable encryption, confirm via multi-factor authentication. Some key traits of a procedure: written for the doers, the person taking action, highly detailed, frequently updated, often owned by individual teams. So why it matters? Procedures are your frontline defense system against human errors. They turn compliance from theory into action. Let's walk through a real world example from inside a company. Imagine a scenario: remote work security. A policy says all remote employees must maintain secure access to company system. Standard says remote devices must use VPN, have full disk encryption and updated antivirus. Procedure says here's the exact process to install and configure the VPN on a company issued laptop. Together, all three creates the complete security posture in a company: the belief, the rules, the execution. You break one link in the chain, it creates confusion and risk. Why this confuses people and how to get it right? Most companies mess this up because they blend all three into one bloated Word document, or they write policies without defining standards, or they write procedures without ever training people to use them. You want to fix it? Keep each document focused on its role. Use simple language, no legalese. Update regularly, especially procedures. Align them all back to real risk. Here's what you need to remember. Policy tells us what we believe and expect. Standard defines what must be done to comply. Procedure tells how exactly to do it. Each one supports the next. Each one reduces risk, and each one help your company build trust with clients, auditors, and regulators. If you want to become a GRC analyst, understanding this is non-negotiable. Drop a comment if you ever struggled with reading or writing these documents. Hit like and subscribe for no BS GRC and cybersecurity content. Let's simplify GRC one concept at a time. Thank you for watching. See you until the next video.